Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan signed an exclusive multi-year deal with Spotify in December worth $25 million through production company Archwell Audio. Together, they plan to host and produce podcasts that uplift and entertain audiences. Through their hire group Shingle, the Obamas also have multi-year deals at Netflix and Spotify, which have led to documentaries American Factory and Crip Camp and interview show The Michelle Obama Podcast. Earlier this year, the couple's Spotify deal also raised the ire of musicians in the UK, prompting them to call on the British government to reform how musicians are paid when their songs are streamed online. Unlike the millions of dollars that the service pays to celebrities like Harry and Meghan, many musicians say they are being paid less than a penny per stream, the musicians said, the New York Post reported. The musicians' complaints forced Spotify executive Horacio Gutierrez to defend the deal with the Sussexes in Parliament in February. He said the deal created a virtuous cycle that helps struggling musicians by getting more people on the site. Those high-production shows tend to be the tentpole that attract people into the service, and therefore benefit everyone, he said. There is clear evidence that having podcast offerings on the service benefits music consumption, so on the whole there's a virtuous cycle that occurs. Since the pair signed a $25 million deal with Spotify, this has garnered worldwide attention in a 35-minute holiday episode, so they're still releasing a second episode or the promised, full-scale. Perhaps the delay in delivering new episodes was because Harry and Meghan didn't yet have an experienced producer on board. If so, their work on new podcasts could eventually ramp up after last week's news that Archwell Audio, their production company, has hired Rebecca Sananes, a seasoned podcast producer, to be the head of audio. She will be starting work in August. In announcing their podcast in December, Harry and Meghan promised to deliver shows that would celebrate kindness and compassion, and bring forward different voices and perspectives that you haven't heard before. This week, the couple put out a call on the Archwell Foundation website, asking people to share their personal experiences with compassion. Perhaps some of these stories will make their way into an Archwell Audio podcast. Archwell is the couple's joint nonprofit company that comprises audio, film and other philanthropic projects, and was set up to replace their royal brand, Sussex Royal, after they stepped down as senior members of the royal family. Thus far, Archwell has been the company through with Harry and Meghan have created several projects, including the Me You Can't See, Harry's Apple TV documentary about mental health with Oprah Winfrey. The Sussexes also have faced scrutiny for their multi-year deal with Netflix, which reportedly could have been as high as $100 million. For Netflix, Meghan and Harry have specified one project that's in the works. In April, they said their first series will be a multi-episode docu-series called Heart of Invictus, which will focus on the Invictus Games Foundation, of which Prince Harry is a patron. Harry is expected to be on camera and serve as executive producer, the Associated Press reported. The Invictus Games provide sick and injured military personnel and veterans the opportunity to compete in sports. With no announced output for Spotify, observers have been left to ask whether the couple has taken on too many commitments, too soon after leaving royal duties in 2020. Royal author Phil Dampier questioned whether the couple has too much on their plate, according to a report in The Sun. In addition to the Netflix series, Harry also landed a job earlier this year as the Chief Impact Officer for the San Francisco-based mental health services startup BetterUp, where his job is to help promote an app used by corporations to improve the well-being of their staffs, the Daily Mail reported. But BetterUp's chief executive, Alexei Robichaud, has declined to say how much time Harry is expected to put into the job, or how much he's being paid. Tensions between Harry and Meghan and the rest of the royal family continue to run high despite the Duke of Sussex making two recent trips back to the United Kingdom, which he left last year for life in the United States. Seeing how Harry and Meghan have access to some of the biggest media brands in the world thanks to their partnerships with Netflix and Spotify, Prince William is worried that they might drop another royal bomb on the way, sooner rather than later. The couple was making damaging disclosures about the royal family in their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey and in Harry's follow-up interviews with Winfrey for their Apple TV mental health series. Apparently, Prince William is dreading what move Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will make next, as he's worried that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have more royal dirty laundry to air. All eyes were on Prince William and Prince Harry on July 1, 2021, when the two brothers stood side by side for the first time in months to unveil a statue of their mother Princess Diana. It wasn't just reporters and fans who paid close attention to every move the princes made. Body language analysts were also busy dissecting everything the dukes did and offered their expertise about how they interacted amid their rift. But it appeared that William had no interest in engaging with Harry. Despite standing next to one another and unveiling the statue together, William and Harry didn't interact much. Body language expert Blanca Cobb revealed what she picked up on when Duke of Sussex tried to engage his older brother. There was one time that Harry was on the right of his brother, and if you look at their feet can really tell you a lot about what someone is feeling in the moment. When Harry would turn his feet to actually angle toward his brother, William didn't respond by turning toward Harry, she said. Apparently, Prince William and Prince Harry showed a united front at the unveiling of Princess Diana's statue. However, they have not reconciled. Royal expert Charles Ray said the Queen was devastated by the royal family tensions sparked by Meghan and Harry's attacks. She also feared that Harry may never reconcile with Prince Charles and William. After over a year away from the polo pitch, the Duke of Cambridge made his return for the 2021 Outsourcing Inc. Royal Charity Polo Cup in Windsor Great Park. Meanwhile, his wife Kate Middleton is spending her last day in self-isolation after coming close to someone who has tested positive for coronavirus. Despite having no symptoms herself, both her vaccinations and testing negative 4 times in the past week. The game today will help raise funds and awareness for charities supported by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. These include Centrepoint, East Anglia Children's Hospices, Family Action, Fields in Trust, the Forward Trust, London Air Ambulance, Mountain Rescue England and Wales, and Tusk. The Duke suited up in his navy and white uniform with a mallet in hand as he raced across the green on horseback. William looked as skilled as ever despite taking some time away from the sport amid the coronavirus pandemic. One of his most recent public matches was in July 2019, when he competed against Prince Harry during the King Power Royal Charity Polo Day. Kate, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Meghan Markle and Archie notably attended the function, marking the first joint outing for the cousins. Kate and Meghan were spotted watching their husbands from the sidelines as they kept their kids entertained. The event occurred days after Archie's christening, for which William and Kate were present. Later on, the Duke of Cambridge and his team went on to win the Kun Wichai Siwatanaprapa Memorial Polo Trophy at the Billingbear Polo Club, holding up the Victory Cup for a photo. While the brothers went head-to-head on opposite teams back then, this time, Prince William competed solo. More the royal family news. Less than 4 months after the birth of her third child, Zara Tindall has returned to competitive sport. The mother of 3, 40, who welcomed son Lucas on March 21, looked delighted to be back in the saddle with her chestnut-coated horse class affair as she competed in the dressage phase at Barbary Castle International Horse Trials today. Looking confident in a double-breasted navy jacket, a beaming Zara seemed happy to return to the sport she's spent years competing at the highest level in. The competition, which starts today and will last until Sunday, takes place in Wiltshire, near Marlborough. Princess Anne's daughter, who is married to former rugby player Mike Tindall, 42, has been putting family first in the last year, looking after her 2 daughters Mia Grace, 7 and Lena Elizabeth, 3, as well as newborn Lucas. Since the arrival of her third child, Zara has been spotted on low-key family outings. Yesterday, her and husband Mike enjoyed a date away from the kids as they attended the second week of the Wimbledon competition. Zara won a team silver at the London 2012 and was presented with her medal by her mother, the Princess Royal. She was crowned World Eventing Champion in Germany in 2006, which led to the British public voting her BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Zara and Mike Tindall could be among the first royals jetting off on holiday when travel restrictions are lifted on July 19. The couple have missed their annual jaunt to Australia for 2 years running, and their regular ski holidays have also been stopped by the pandemic. But Mike has hinted that he could be whisking Zara off from their home in Gloucestershire to somewhere romantic by the end of this month. The loved-up pair, who were pictured laughing and joking with each on a Wimbledon date this week, are due to celebrate their 10th wedding anniversary on July 30th. A few weeks ago, Mike told The Telegraph that he and Zara plan to go away to celebrate the special anniversary.
Thank you for watching. If you liked, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. We will update the latest videos about the royal family every day. Thanks and goodbye.